Like most of America, I spent this summer in and out of the movie theater, seeing hits like Oppenheimer, Nolan's best film ever, come at me, and of course, Barbie. Barbie was great. I enjoyed it a lot. From the title of this video, you probably thought I was going to be one of those misogynist haters of the film who think women belong in front of the camera instead of behind it, specifically my camera, without them knowing, but that is not the case. I think the writing team of Baumbach and Gerwig is one of the best in the business, and Gerwig has shown her talents behind the camera. This film was just as smart as any of their other previous productions together. It had witty dialogue, amazing performances, great emotional moments throughout, relatable issues talked about, consistent themes, great production design. If it doesn't win the Oscar for production design, I will be shocked. And of course, a classic story with a new age twist. What's not to love? I'll tell you what's not to love. About 3/4 of the way into this film, seemingly out of nowhere, we as an audience are treated to one of the most egregious product placement ads I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen Transformers, where you have the Mountain Dew robots fighting people. There is one specific scene where Barbie needs to be rescued from the scary businessmen at Mattel, and who rescues our Barbie in need? Well, of course, it's our human companions for the rest of the film driving an all-new 2023 Chevy Blazer, the most trusted car 5 times running. Get this at 0 down, pay the number on the window, now's the time to buy. Make this holiday season a great one with the new Chevy Blazer. The Chevy Blazer comes with 4-wheel drive, a light-up dashboard, a great modern hub, a sunroof, stylish leather seats with orange accents, and can even outperform our other Chevy SUVs. This film, specifically this 5-minute segment, has more Chevys than an actual Chevy dealer. And not only are they completely obvious and distracting, but the fucking logo is glowing on the main car, which is just, part of the car, but still it's distracting. Product placement in film goes all the way back to 1896, which was a year I didn't think movies even existed. So literally since the beginning of all film, product placement has existed. And now, in our world of constant advertisements, sponsorships, ads within ads, and so on, it's only natural for these big blockbusters to get partially financed from companies who want a piece of the spotlight. I'm not fully against this idea, I'm really not. I'm a marketing student and I think there are great and creative ways to do product placement, so it sticks in the viewer's head while also not taking anything away from the final product. I think of James Bond's Aston Martin. As a kid, I thought that was the coolest car ever. I wanted one so bad. And even in Austin Powers with his British propaganda Mini Cooper, it's just a fun play on the whole Aston Martin idea. I wanted a Mini Cooper too. Speaking of Mike Myers, Wayne's World has maybe one of the best scenes ever of product placement with the Pizza Hut and Doritos thing.
Ah, new print. Little. Yellow. Different.
Castaway is another obvious example of products being shown off in even a heroic light. FedEx saves this man's life like 20 times. Wilson is the ball by Wilson, and so on. All of this is to say there is a good way to do product placement, and there is a bad way. Excessive or distracting product placement kills me. If you watch football, you see these commercials like with the Manning brothers or just like normal people having an event, and they're all just eating bags of chips. Yet the bag of chips, I've never seen a bag of chips like this in my life. It is the smoothest and crispest bag of chips of all time, while drinking Pepsi with the label out and a smile on their face. It all looks fake and creepy, and no bag of chips ever looks like that, and no one holds a Pepsi like that. It's distracting and weird, and gives me those uncanny valley vibes, where I'm like, it's almost normal looking, but it's clearly designed by someone who's never drinking a Pepsi in their life. Just kidding. But gross, I hate it. That at least has an excuse, is what I'm getting at. Because it's literally an ad for those products, so I get it, show the logo. However, in a film like Barbie, a film specifically marketed towards kids and families, to use this much of egregious and distracting product placement just seems so out of place. Which is ironic because this is a movie about a product. But I mean, it literally looks like a Chevy commercial. I'm surprised Brie Larson isn't driving it at one point, talking to the camera. She's from Nissan, I know. Will Arnett does some voice acting for some car company. I don't think it's this one, but still, Chevy exists. Let me literally put a commercial next to this part of the movie and tell me that they don't look completely interchangeable. Just the way the car rolls up to the street is like this perfect medium shot where it comes right in the middle. It's just ridiculous. Like, the logo might as well take up the whole screen. You might as well just black out the screen and just show a Chevy commercial. Like, I don't even know. And one of the weirder things is it's clearly like a new version of this car. Like, it looks super sleek and just out of the wash. It looks like never touched by human hands until it got into this movie. If they wanted any error of realism, the car would at least be dirty, at least on the inside. The character who is driving this is going through a lot of things right now, and I doubt that washing her car every day would be her #1 priority, or that she would even have a nice car to begin with. I mean, she's a fucking single mom secretary. How can she afford the all-new 2023 Blazer? I don't understand. I don't know. It's all weird and out of place in my opinion, and it lasts a little too long, and even the cars that chase her in her brand new Chevy are Chevy Tahoes. Like, the way it shows off its features and capabilities is also just like insane to me. It shows, it's like quiet. Like, it shows these really specific things about this car. It shows this great dashboard, this like very roomy area, like they have tons of room. It's designed, I swear to God, this whole movie was designed to sell this car. Like, it's the perfect commercial, I think. It's so distracting. It comes out of left field and leaves such a big imprint on the film. The first question I asked the people I saw this with was, did you guys notice that fucking Chevy commercial halfway through? It doesn't make this film less enjoyable per se for me, but it did take me out of the experience. Like, suddenly it like slapped me in the face and said, hey, you're watching a movie about products. And I said, it kind of like dampened it a little for me. But overall, it didn't make or break this movie. It was more of just a distraction thing. I don't know if I'm overreacting or if I'm not being critical enough and saying that it did impact the movie harshly. I don't know. I didn't hear much people talking about it, but I don't know. What did you guys think of Barbie, and specifically the Chevy? No? Okay, I've said it too many times. I don't know what. Chevy Chase. Let's just call it Chevrolet. The Chevrolet scene. Let me know down below, and I'll see you next time.